Hello guys, welcome back to another stream. So I just want to go through very quickly here. It's going to be just a quick overview. How is it that we would be trading this market now? We've already said that we have our specific way of getting into the market. We're going to DCA over a slightly longer period of time because that's what we feel is best, during this kind of area of consolidation. But if you are looking to day trade, AJ and I are going to go through a little bit about where it is that you might want to get in, what you're looking for, and then where your TP could be. Just quickly, AJ, how are you doing today? You all right?
Yes, doing well, thank you. So there's a lot to talk about today. Obviously, this meeting is going to be sort of crucial for the market, and I think it is
All
going
eyes
to
on the
bring
Fed,
some.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
it does, and I think it's going to
All
bring a lot
eyes.
of volatility.
Exactly, 100%, guys. So we're going to see lots of volatility throughout the day. Obviously, more so when the US stock market opens. Probably a lot of people kind of holding off or maybe even selling positions, and we're seeing that across the stock markets here. But just to quickly give you an overview, almost 6 hours, so 5 hours 50 minutes. We're going to see. It's probably like 45 now. We're going to see the Fed. And this is where they're going to increase the rate of borrowing by either 75 basis points or by 100 basis points. At the moment, we have a 75 almost percent kind of chance that we're looking at a 75 basis point hike. And then there's a 25% chance of a 1%. But guys, just want to quickly mention this is going to be the kind of the only chance they have for the next 2 months to be able to actually impact inflation because they're not coming back until September 21st. So I just want to quickly throw that out there before we look into some of the technicals. So AJ, walk us through. So, okay, obviously when the news comes out, there's probably going to be volatility. There's probably going to be a big movement in a particular direction. Now, we don't know exactly what that direction is going to be, but as someone who's trading on a shorter time frame, how is it, or what is it that you're initially looking for? And then, bring us through 2 examples. If we're going short, bring us that in kind of 2 minutes. And if we're going long, bring us that in kind of 2 minutes as well.
Okay, then, yeah. So basically, what my strategy is going to be here, and this is sort of just a technical strategy as well, let alone, the fundamental side of stuff as well. But if we were to, sort of react bearishly to this, news that is going to come out in about 5 hours, then I would be looking at this level here as a potential shorting level. This resistance level we can see right here is a potential shorting level, because what I'm looking at is history and what happened the last time we broke below a resistance level. So you can see we broke below a resistance level here, came for the retest and got rejected, and we had this nice move towards the downside. This is what I'm looking at here. But obviously, because we're getting this fundamental news out today, we do want to we want to use that to help us with this trade as well. So what I'm looking at here is a break of the support, a retest, of the resistance. And then when I'm looking at, if we do get that sort of bearish news, I do think that we are going to come all the way down and potentially test this support level down here. So I would be looking at getting into a potential short on my personal trading accounts around these levels here, waiting for that rejection. I'll get in very slightly, and then once we do get that rejection, then I'll start to dollar cost average into the position a little bit more, and then, as I said, looking at coming down to this TP point here, which is going to be a very, very strong support if we do come down to that level, because lots and lots of support at this level previously, and it also lines up very close to this support level here, this diagonal white line here. So that's sort of the bearish scenario. If we
Just a quick question on that, AJ. At this level, are you looking to scale out of this position at any other places? Is this going to be just a simple trade where you have a certain risk and you have a certain reward and you take 100%, or would you take half, let's say halfway down? What would be your strategy in kind of coming out of that?
Yeah, so obviously we have the support level here. What I'll be doing is, if we do get to this level here, I'll take some profit, move my stop loss to the entry point, and then I would, potentially leave 30 or 40% in the trade, because this is a support level. If we do break the support level, it could signal for more downsides. Obviously, I would be looking at seeing if I could, increase the amount of gains that I can make. And then because that stop loss is at the break-even point, say it did come and hit the stop loss, we wouldn't be losing any money, and we would still have that profit that we have
Already banked, let's say
down.
70% or so.
Down here, yeah, 60,
Okay.
70%. So yeah, that's what I'll be looking at for the bearish scenario. Obviously, I want that confirmed rejection before I take any action. But for the bullish scenario, if we were to break above this resistance level here, what I'll be looking at for the first take profit point. So if we broke above here, I'll be looking at the first TP point being at this resistance level here. We've seen this before, when we got the break above here, we came and tested this resistance level here. Again, that happened here, and we came and tested this level here. If we were to get to that level, I would, bank some profits at that level, because it has been a major resistance level previously. We could come up, test that resistance level, and then get rejected again. But there is always that possibility that we could break towards the upside as well. So if we did break towards the upside, I still want to have some left in that trade. So I'll potentially take maybe 50% out of the trade here, leaving the rest of the 50% in, moving that stop loss up to break even, so we don't have any risk at all. And then, I would potentially be looking at taking the rest of the profit at this TP point here, because this is sort of the highs that we got to last time, when we then saw that reversal. And sort of each of these, what we can see here is we can see this sort of channel pattern here that we did actually break to the downside of, and we saw price action towards the downside. These are all going to be strong resistance levels because they are lower highs. So this lines up perfectly with that TP1 level, and they also line up perfectly with the TP2 levels. So those are sort of the levels that I'll be looking at getting out of the position if we did obviously break to the upside out of this resistance level. But we do just have to wait and see what happens.
Just a quick question then. So we're going to wrap this up and we're going to finish soon here, guys. But obviously, if we do have a rejection from this area of resistance that we're currently at, so where the graph is currently, what is the current price? And then where is it that you would potentially look to either get in or begin getting into that position? Because obviously, you don't want to get in now. You obviously want to wait. But what would be your kind of entry price?
So for the short or the long, for the short, yeah. So there isn't a specific entry point. We sort of want to be looking at the charts when the data comes out, because we want to see a clear rejection from this level here. So say we are getting the rejection, we, as of right now, we are getting that, that slight rejection. If we do zoom in, we have got a very slight rejection from this level here, but I am just waiting for that news to come out. If we do still have this rejection, when the news does come out, then I would open up that short. It doesn't really matter on what the price is, because if it is bearish, I do anticipate the price to have a pretty substantial pullback to these levels here. But for taking profit, I'd be looking at between the $19,000 and the $19,500 level. But for the entry point, we can't really give a sort of entry point as of right now. We want to wait for the news to come out to sort of give us that confirmation of are we going to short or are we going to long?
Downside. Yeah. So, and that's the thing, guys. We're probably going to look for, it's got to actually bounce off of that resistance level. And so, you'd be looking to get in within the 20,000s, to make sure that you do have that rejection.
I'd say around 21,000 if I was, to put a number on it. Yep. Around 21,000 is sort of where I think the entry point is going to be.
Perfect. Okay, good. Well, look, anyway, guys, in 5 hours and just over 30 minutes, we're going to have the news. So we'll be going live, and that is pretty much everything from us today. We want to keep it nice, short, and sweet. Yeah. And we will see you later on today.
See you later on.
Take care, guys. Bye.